Hello everyone, welcome to another VHS garbage dump stream. How are you all doing? I'm Hannah. Let's see what I missed in the chat. Get Deformed, thanks for 28 months. Flower Girl 13, thanks for 30. Overthought says, if we're doing Chris Xmas stuff, can we revisit this absolute gem of public access glory? I already clicked the link. We can definitely check it out. Duke Desiree with 5 months. Thank you for gifting us subs, as that should get us to 100. Don't know what that means. The Christmas ad that offended all conservatives. Oh, was this the gay Santa one? Call for an Uprising was upsetty spaghetti about it. God, I like that Santa Claus look. Santa Claus always looks so, like, jolly. I like that Santa. He looks like, his face looks like an old baseball mitt. Like, he looks like an ancient, like an ancient fae person. Kind of interesting. 100 sub goal. Gotcha. I think it only counts new subs, so resubs don't count. It has to be gift subs to, like, new people or brand new subs. It's weird. Thanks, Evil Dead guy.
Det kommer nästa år.
Citisaurus with 100 bits says, today's been excruciatingly slow at work and I'm trying to stay sane. Only an hour and a half to go with absolutely zero emails coming in. Hope your day's going well. It's going good. Me and Baja saw a play earlier. It was fun. Speedy Yoshi, thanks for 21 months. 69% to level 1 in a hype train. Nice.
En dag I året. Ett år till.
Hej då! Ja, det var kommet noen pakker til deg. God jul!
Bumble Homestead, thanks for gifting a sub. Speedy Yoshi says, kill, marry, fuck, Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, Krampus. Fuck Krampus. Kill Mrs. Claus, marry Santa, but that's mostly because I think Santa's busy most of the year. He runs a very large organization, so I'm just gonna hang out in the North Pole and drink cocoa or whatever. I effectively become the new Mrs. Claus, and I think that's a pretty good gig. 3% to level 2 on the hype train.
Vi fikk tak I litt assistanse I år, så jeg kan være sammen med deg.
Paradona, thanks for gifting a sub. 58% to level 2 on the hype train. Santa X Krampus, guessing I can't click on that. If that's actually not safe for work, you can't post it in chat, so I hope it's not. We watched this last year, but it's too good to not watch every year, okay? I want it. Citisaurus says someone wanted Santa for Christmas and was a good boy all year.
Merry Christmas! It's time to talk to Santa! All girls and boys, call 45...
Can I just say, even before the drunk elves got into the studio, I think the graphics for this segment are horrifying. It looks like this child's eyes are filled with lava.
94881 and tell Santa what you want for Christmas. Yay!
Oh, we got here. I didn't think we were going to be able to. We have Carly with us. We have Stevie with us as our elves. And I came down and Rudolph got really upset with all this rain you got here in Grand Rapids, but I want you to know that I got here just the same because I stopped by the Ford company and I picked up a 150. But I'll tell you this, I put a big red nose.
I forget,
on the
is this
front of
Grand
that.
Rapids, Michigan? It is. Oh my god, no. Procagon with 100 bits says this video is a Christmas tradition for me along with the Star Wars Holiday Special and Hogfather. I still need to watch Hogfather. I've seen scenes from it and it looks great. The whole like, so it's a contract or whatever. It's great. Holiday Special's hard to sit through. I don't know how you do that every year. Gedry 2, thanks for gifting 5 tier 1 subs, 90% to level 3 on the hype train.
Vehicle to get here, and I drove right in through the rain, and on the way I picked up Carly.
That's right. Santa, are you getting paid by Ford to advertise them?
No, it's just a good car.
What about Rudolph? You play
Rudolph
favorites with him all the time.
I always liked Rudolph, but
you know who I like the best?
Who?
Blitzen. He's very underrated, and he can guide your sleigh tonight.
What do you like
Who
about
cares about a
Blitzen?
red nose?
Sounds like the name of a heavy metal band.
Blitzen?
Blitzen.
Blitzen, it's a blistering Blitzen, huh?
I feel like these two are off somewhere having like sitcom adventures, and this is just the time we got to see it. This is our window into their strange, fucked up sitcom life. And they just go around and fuck up things everywhere, every day. This one was just televised.
That other lovely young lady over there came all the way up from New Orleans.
Hi.
That's Stevie. I was actually down in Houston just last week, and I come by there to pick her up because she's been doing a lot of work, haven't you, Stevie?
What's with you in Houston too? You play favorites with the cities.
I gotta go around all the little cities.
But do we have to? I thought we weren't going in.
Actually, I was going to go.
We weren't going there.
I was going into Denver today.
Everyone in Houston is naughty.
But
we
Denver,
were crossing that off.
But Denver, I couldn't get into because of the storms, and Rudolph would not go in those storms, so I had a trade-off.
A lot of flash flood warnings. We need some
flash floods, freezing.
Oh goodness!
Pellets of snow, pellets that are
cascade down a mountain of ice this Christmas.
Cascading snow.
Well, are you elves ready to take down some toys that these children want?
Santa.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it down. Is Brittany first? What does that say? Britnary or Brittany?
Brittany.
Say Britnary?
Are you on the line with us, Brittany?
Binary.
My name is Britnary. Didn't you hear the elf, you dumb asshole?
Hello, Brittany.
1001.
Well, I guess I think I heard that Brittany was on the telephone, but I don't hear her.
Brittany?
Brittany, where you at? Talk to us.
Oh my God.
How about?
Come on, Brittany, call back.
I think there's a Jacob on the line someplace too. We got either one or the other.
Hello?
Hi.
And who is this speaking?
Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
Hi, Santa.
Carly's got something she wants to tell you about.
What? I don't have anything to tell you, but rather I'm asking you what you want for Christmas. That is, if you've been good.
Like, did they accidentally take an edible before this? Like, what the fuck is this? What is this?
Yes.
Okay, give it a shot.
It's the energy is so weird.
Rollerblade.
This video is your favorite thing about Christmas by far. 93% to level 3 with a minute left.
A rollerblades?
Yeah.
What kind do you want, the 4-wheel or the 3-wheel?
Blades are the... Wait, the 4-wheel or the 3-wheel? They make 3... They make 3-wheel rollerblades? This video... Oh, I read that. Hi. Bubble Homestead, thanks for 32 months, says, Hannah stream, plus charcuterie board on my birthday. Ooh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
A plus, the cheese are extra sharp cheddar, herb, oh god. Pronounce this word for me.
Oh god.
Chevre.
Yeah,
Brie.
something like that.
Gruyere, and cranberry chipotle cheddar. Y'all may remember it was Kiddo's birthday a couple days ago. Busy week. Well, happy birthday, and your cheese sounds delicious. Stone Corbell, thanks for gifting a sub. Procagam, thanks for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Avant Gardener with 100 bits, excuse me, says, thank you for the link. Merry Christmas. You too. Cidosaurus, thanks for gifting a sub. Love you.
Love you. My food's beeping downstairs.
55% to level 5 on the hype train.
3-wheeler faster, but you might...
Oh, Bittergrin, thanks for gifting 10 tier 1 subs. Thank you very much. Wow, this hype train. Over level 5.
4.
They're safer. I used 3 wheels once and I crashed into a ditch. What else would you like for Christmas?
A doll.
A doll?
What kind of doll? Cabbage Patch Kids?
No.
What do you think that's dated? What do you want, like a Bratz doll?
Yeah.
Oh my god, how'd I know?
How do you know about this stuff? I'm stuck in the past.
Before we get to Jacob or any other child, I have some guidelines to lay down.
This energy and Santa doesn't know what to do. Midnight, thanks for 100 bits, says, with this dono, you've now paid more in taxes than Trump. True. 1% to level 7 on the hype train.
Anyone who has an exotic or long name that is like 4 or more syllables, make up a fake one because we don't want to deal with that
It could be
this
anything
year.
simple like Arthur or...
It can be like
Bob.
the @ symbol,
Right.
or
An asterisk.
also because last year, judging by last year.
Hello?
Hello.
What would you like?
The producer's like, just fucking connect a call. The kids are supposed to call in.
For Christmas?
A brat doll.
A Brat doll. All the Britneys want Bratz dolls.
Another
Come on,
Brat
let's get
doll.
creative. You want some golf clubs or a Nintendo set?
Yeah.
You're pretty agreeable.
Hello?
Hello.
It's me, Donovan.
Hi,
Your
Donovan.
name's Donovan, like the 70s, like
Hi.
musician?
Who are these references and jokes for? She's just entertaining herself. I respect it. I respect it.
Feeling mellow yellow?
Yeah.
What's up, Donovan?
Good.
Good, me too.
What do you want for Xmas?
I want a skateboard.
You want a fly car?
A skateboard?
Yeah.
What brand? Anything in specific? Because if you don't specify, then Santa is going to get you a rather cheap one that bends.
Right, you might
So you
crash.
better specify what kind of brand you
Oh,
want.
I would not do that. I would not
Oh,
get you
why?
a bad one.
She's trying to get the specifications so the parents get the right skateboard.
What do you want for Christmas, Carly?
I want a jock strap with a tennis ball.
You know what I'm buying myself for Christmas?
What?
A gold tooth with my initial on it.
I want a full grill.
I'll
I
give
want
you
a
one.
Scrabble board made out of platinum. And I want Cheetos covered in green sauce.
If you're like me, kids.
Like, this is some of the best improv ever seen. And they're not even doing it intentionally. It's too good. Rockagam says Santa is regretting some choices right now.
You might live in an impoverished area where they sell grills for $40 at the thing called Beauty Supply right down the street, right next to the Shell station.
You see,
24 hours a
Miss
day.
Miss Stevie.
Everyone calls you Sugar there. It's
Sugar,
amazing.
Sugar Darling, because Miss Stevie is from the South. She lives in a FEMA trailer. Okay,
It gets funnier every year.
not playing games. Like she's from New Orleans.
Nowlands. Everything's covered in gray.
That's where the little children drink 40s on the street. Everything goes there.
No one told me not to talk about children drinking alcohol on this program for children. So I'm gonna do it.
40 ounces.
40 ounces of fun this Christmas season.
Okay, do we have anybody else on the phone?
I hope so. How are you? What do you want for
Big age.
Christmas?
I want some video games.
Citisaurus with 1,000 bits says, Merry Crimbus, Hannah, thank you. 30 seconds left in the hype train, 25% to level 7. Terradona says, Santa's thinking this is the last time I hire non-union actors.
What kind? What one?
Oh my god, excuse me, Jacob.
Gregory Term says, this video is the sole reason I have any desire to go to Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Any kind.
Any kind? No, you want
like old
something.
School, like, do you know, like Super Mario World?
Yeah.
Or
I
do you?
love that game. I can beat every level in like a day.
I like the OG Nintendo.
Punching bag.
Punching bag.
Why do you want to punch you?
Limpita with 100 bits says, this is my first time watching this. What a holiday blessing. It's a good day for you. Thanks for the level 6 hype train, everyone.
Bag, Jacob.
Because he likes to punch.
I want one.
So I don't hit my brother.
That's
you-
amazing. You gotta take out that aggression in a
To
positive
deter
way.
violence against a sibling. That's a really good method, Jacob. That's good anger management.
And a mini motorcycle.
A mini
A
motorcycle.
mini motorcycle with
Do you
real
want
motor.
any CDs?
Yeah.
What kind? What do you listen to?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Who? Yes, you.
Do you like Young Jeezy?
Yeah.
Me too. He's on my ringtone. I'm not even kidding. My Hood. Do you know that song?
Yeah.
Every time I do it, I do
Okay,
it.
that's really nice. We appreciate what you got to say and
yeah,
what the things
it's
you
been
want.
a
Is there
Christmas.
anybody else there that wants to talk with Santa?
Where's the sister?
Hi.
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 And what would you like to have for Christmas?
A bright head in the trampoline.
A brat and what else?
A bright head in the trampoline.
Uh-huh.
Safety nets.
You better get safety nets so you don't break your neck. You need net. You need a net on the outside of that. It's very dangerous.
I was recently on one. It saved me many times.
A net can save. Just get a net for your
Have
trampoline.
you done trampoline work
My thigh
before?
just jiggled.
No.
You just like that, huh?
Yeah.
I understand that. Carlos is on the line. Hello, Carlos.
Carlos,
Hello?
Hey, Carlos.
¿cómo estás?
Yes, and what do you want for Christmas, Carlos?
This was 2006.
A trampoline?
You want a trampoline also?
Oh my God, it's so popular. It's all against Sam's Club memberships.
And how old are you?
For those who don't, Sam's Club, back around 2006, they sold trampolines a lot. I don't know if they still do, but they very regularly had like a big trampoline set up somewhere or hanging up so you could see it and it'd be like, buy a trampoline.
12.
Huh?
I'm 12.
You're 12. Well, you can handle a trampoline all right.
Do you listen to Young Jeezy too?
Have you played on a trampoline before?
Yeah?
Can you do a backflip?
Yeah, I can do a double.
A double. Well, that is pretty
you get
amazing.
extra stocking stuffers for that ability.
And how many times have you fallen off a trampoline?
Many?
How do you like the 6th grade?
Are you in 7th?
7th grade, maybe.
7th grade.
Seventh grade.
it's a
All
rough
right.
one.
That is a rough year if you're not.
It's a little old for calling into Santa.
Like popular.
I'm not against it. Good. This kid wants. I'm happy for him. I'm just surprised.
Blaze through that one.
Solomon, thanks for 55 bits.
Don't worry, you'll block out the bad crap later.
Well, I think you should get a trampoline. Are you going to go out for sports?
He's 12, he's not special.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
What's your name?
Kevin.
Kevin.
Ken.
How come your brother got the sweet name and you just got Kevin?
That's a good burn.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. That's a cool name.
All right.
What do you want for Christmas, Kevin?
I don't know.
You must know, because you... Come on. Look at this. Look at this, Kevin. Just for you, Kevin.
Kevin, you want to hang out later?
I'm out of
So
water.
what did you want for Christmas, and how old are you? 14, you say?
No, I'm 12.
You're 12
Are
also?
you guys
You are
fraternal
not
What are
twins
you,
or something?
twins?
You
Wait,
are
are you
not
lying?
even.
Is this all a ruse? Are you lying just to be on television?
You're not even 12, Kevin.
Procagon with 100 bits says I'd call in too if I saw this show live.
Kevin, you sound awful mature.
You're secretly 20.
All right.
Have a good Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho,
Christmas
ho. Do we have any little children wanting to call in? Find out what they want for Christmas?
Who's got
Ho,
something
ho,
they
ho,
want for
ho,
Christmas?
ho.
Hats off. Citosaurus, what would you like for the hats off? I do not have any
We will
Christmas
just at least
hats.
listen to what it
Pirate
is.
hat? That's the first someone's picked the new
We'll
pirate hat.
consider
Okay.
it
I'll get the
and
pirate
think
hat.
hard about giving it to you.
And I'm so happy that I'm here in Grand Rapids because Grand Rapids is a very nice
Oh,
city.
enough about Grand Rapids. You know, other cities
Hey.
are pretty sweet.
No, they're not.
I think it's time. I think it's time we went to a
You're right.
commercial. You got a commercial up there? Or
I guess
little
it's kind of a
break for
tri.
have any
Well,
sponsors?
pirates
We don't
can
have
wear
anybody in
tricorn.
here.
I mean,
It's
videos to play?
I think we actually do. I think we'll come back after
Maybe we can
break.
get Jeff to go to a commercial here a minute. Oh ho 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 ho! Oh, we gotta go see what our little truck
gonna
is
go check
doing
on
out
Blitzen
there.
since he's
Listen, and
I'm gonna go grease the wheels to the sleigh.
Blitzen has got a problem. They said.
He has some tummy problems. I
Ho
think it's a
ho
bowel
ho!
issue. We have to feed reindeer, Santa.
Yeah, we gotta feed the reindeers again, but they're way away. I don't have them here close, so I gotta go a long way to feed them.
Just zap yourself
So
there.
it's going to be a hard thing to do, but we're going to do it,
We have
and we'll be right
stick-to-itiveness.
back.
Bye.
Santa will be right back after he feeds his reindeer.
Oh, Mommy, you were being bad.
Oliver, were you being bad? Were you bad? Does he need to stay in here for a little bit?
I just think he needs to be separated from the tree. He doesn't necessarily have to stay.
He's gonna run right back down to the tree if I let him go. Ah! It's out of my hands.
He almost made it to the top of the tree.
He almost made it to the top?
Yes.
I'm impressed.
And I was trying to cuddle with Lou. She was being a good girl. He's being bad.
Our cat has completely broken our Christmas tree. Last year it was fine. He climbed in it and it was fine because he was a kitten. He was very tiny. He keeps doing it this year and it's an artificial tree and he has bent all like more than half the branches. It completely broken. This tree's it's destroyed. Apparently he almost climbed to the top. So anyway, Christmas.
The sound of Christmas is in the air. Everywhere I go, I hear the sound of Christmas.
This is Julie Andrews.
The joy growing more and more.
Why did everyone just get Christmas specials back in the day? Just songs strung together barely by little vignettes? Is it just because it's like vibes in the back, but you don't have to pay attention to it? So it's like songs and stuff and little things you can pay attention to? But was this stuff even airing like on Christmas Day? Like when people would actually see their family?
Austria. Julie Andrews, The Sound of Christmas, starring John Denver.
Oof!
The King's Singers. And special guest star Placido Domingo.
There was a Star Wars holiday special. I own it. It's bad. Alright, so Julie, we're gonna just take you to different weird locations, and then you're just gonna sing. And we'll pay you $100,000. Sound good? Okay. Oh, her voice is beautiful. Of course, she's incredibly talented.
Very wonderful, because you see, I write music. Here, read this.
Oh, The Marriage of Figaro.
That's next week. This is it.
A Christmas fantasy.
Wonderful.
Elminato, there was no holiday special.
Have your
Move
parts?
along.
Why don't you just sort of sing the instruments? Where's the magic flute when you need it? We'll just do the best that we can. Pay attention, Liebchen. The Emperor will be here tonight. This could mean the palace. Tuning.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
Ugh. At least this one's a Disney one. Jesus, what year is this one from? 1962. Oh my god, it's Walt Disney. Is this how his head got frozen? This was 60 years ago. Like exactly. I guess I don't know the date, but the month.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you wherever you are. Good tidings.
Well, this is very unusual weather for Southern California. In fact, it's impossible. But since Disneyland is a magic kingdom, we thought we'd use some of that magic to create a traditional Christmas atmosphere.
Hello, Walt.
Well, hi, Santa. Is everything ready for our big Christmas parade?
Everything but the weather. Personally, I feel right at home in this snow, but it's not so good for a parade.
Well, maybe you got something there. Okay, Tinkerbell. Turn it off. Now there, how's that, huh?
Much better, Walt.
Oh, sure, you can have our autograph.
Right. You first, Santa. Yes.
Yeah. Sure you spell it right now, yeah? There, all right. Well, after all, it is your day, Santa, so make the most of it, you know. I got 365.
I see what...
It's your day, Santa. Walt Disney literally just killed Jesus. Citosaurus says it's probably asbestos, not snow.
What do you mean, Walt? Since I'm going to be in that parade, I'd better get ready.
Well, they're no longer flammable, so that's
Oh,
good.
thank you very much. Just what I needed. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Those kids are in their 70s? No. Some of them are dead.
Santa. Well, during the Christmas holidays or any other season here at Disneyland, Main Street, USA is the happiest, busiest Main Street in the world. There's always something going on. Over 30 million people have jaywalked along Disneyland's Main Street on their way to the other land.
Is it jaywalking when there literally are no vehicles other than, like, horse-drawn carts and the streetcar?
People of all ages, creeds, and nationalities. Among them have been presidents, kings, queens, princes, rulers of nations from all over the world. There's Prime Minister Nehru of India. And here's Ike and Mamie Eisenhower with their granddaughter. That's Prince Bernhard of the Netherlands, the King and Queen of Nepal. This is former President Kubitschek of Brazil, and the Shah and Empress of Iran.
Main Street, USA. Main Street, night or day. Here's the brightest part of town. In the very heart of town. Happy thoroughfare. One for all to share. Every day the one.
Watching people at 60s Disney is always so interesting to me because I'm I'm really into theme parks, but like most of the stuff I like about theme parks wasn't in theme parks in the 60s, so I don't get what they're getting out of this, if I'm being honest. Metropole Modern, thanks for following. Ah, yeah, when they actually had an entire ride that was based on actual, like, animals.
For dedication ceremonies and...
Okay, the audio on this is bad enough that I need to find something else. Oh no, John Denver again!
Colorado, to his the finest powder they'll ever ski. The census taker, it's 8,339 men, women, and children in the off-season. To an airplane pilot, something to point out from 39,000 feet.
They used to sell bras on Main Street. I want to buy my underwear from Walt Disney.
To me, it's something I carry with me when I'm on the road. Waiting to go on stage or lying awake in some lonely hotel room, I can close my eyes and I see Aspen.
And for some reason in my dreams, I'm in an airplane, and that airplane is rushing quickly towards the mountain. Anyway, never mind that. Ew, Cher had a fucking special? Why? There's another Julie Andrews Christmas special from, like, when was this one? Why does Julie Andrews get multiple Christmas specials?
Honey, you can have a merry... You warm...
Oh, they did another Christmas in Disneyland in the 70s. Where's the audio? Oh god, it's mono, isn't it? I'm horrified. I'm gonna put this in and it's gonna be mono. I'm horrified. It's mono. How about the 1950... Which year was this? 1950... The 1950 version of Miracle on 34th Street. Now, this isn't the famous version, and this isn't the remake from the 90s. This was a barely remembered version from the 50s that was made for television. So it's only 45 minutes long, but if you've seen any of the other versions of Miracle on 34th Street, same deal. It is in the public domain, obviously. This one's the worst version? Yeah, they cut the runtime in half. It's only 45 minutes. Gotta be quick on this one.
Sorry to interrupt your work, but you're making a serious mistake. Huh? With reindeer, I mean. You're putting Prancer where Dasher should be. And Blitzen should always be on my right-hand side.
He should, huh?
Yes, and another thing. Donna's antlers have 4 points instead of 3. But I don't suppose anyone would notice that except me.
No, I don't suppose so. Say, who are you?
My name is Kringle. Chris Kringle. Well, glad I could be of help. Goodbye.
Wow, what a... There's a lot of reactions you could go with for the comedic pacing of that scene. He chose none of them. He chose one that wasn't funny at all for the moment. That's kind of hard to do.
See, it's all in your wrists, like throwing a ball. Now watch. See?
Mrs. Walker, that new Santa Claus you hired is wonderful. Where'd you find him?
He answered the ad along with 100 others. He is good, isn't he?
Wait, in this one, he just answered the ad?
Well, the parade's ready to start. You coming?
I'm going home and getting a hot tub. I may just stay there until next Thanksgiving.
But you've worked so hard on the parade.
If I want to, I can see it from the roof of my apartment. Bye.
I guess if you're trying to make this movie and you need to cut it down by like half, the whole drunk Santa scene just takes up time. It's funny and it makes sense for the plot, but if you need to streamline it, you need to get rid of it, I guess. I feel like I'm just going to be pausing this and talking about the weird choices, because how do you take the plot of a movie... This is not a re-edit, it's just... This was the first remake. They did a remake of this in the 50s for TV with the length cut in half, so they have to tell the same story, but in half the time. So it's interesting, I'm imagining the pacing, it already feels like it's very quick.
Look at that big baseball player.
He was a clown last year. They just painted him different. My mother told me. She manages the parade.
Wow, he's really a giant, isn't he?
Really, Mr. Gailey. And you a lawyer. There are no such things as giants.
Well, maybe not now, Susan, but in olden times, like the giant Jack killed in the fairy tale.
Oh, one of those. I don't know any fairy tales.
You mean your mother or father never read you any?
My mother thinks they're silly, and I never met my father.
Wow, they are just... The exposition... It's relentless. Like the original version, which I watched the other day, actually. Like, it still has that old film thing where there's a lot of exposition and it's not particularly naturalistic, but, like, this is a whole other level of just, like, we gotta get the information out to the audience.
You see...
Fuck the pacing, fuck any verisimilitude, just get them the information. We have plot arcs to complete.
My mother and father were divorced when I was a baby.
Well, that baseball player sure looks like a giant to me. Come in.
Hello. My housekeeper told me Susan was here. I'm her mother.
Yes, Susie's told me quite a bit about you.
She's told me quite a bit about you, too. The man in the front apartment. Hi, dear.
Parade's much better than last year.
Good. Hope Mr. Macy agrees with you.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
Oh, don't bother.
No bother. It's ready.
I want to thank you for being so kind to Susan.
All part of the plot. Surest way to meet the mother is to be nice to the child.
Alright. I don't think that's okay.
Oh, trick.
I'm just using your child to get to you.
Susan tells me you don't approve
Are you into me yet?
of fairy tales.
I don't. I think we should be realistic and completely truthful with our children. Not let them grow up believing in a lot of myths and legends.
You know you can tell kids and read kids stories without them believing they're real, right? Like, you don't have to tell your children fiction is truth in order to read them fiction. What am I drinking? This is an IBC root beer.
Like Santa Claus, for example.
I see.
The parade's over, Mother. The acrobats were good.
Those prices, they should be.
Mother, I was thinking, we've got such a big turkey for dinner, and there are only 2 of us. Couldn't we invite Mr. Gailey? Couldn't we?
Oh, dear.
Oh, please don't bother. I'll just get a sandwich or something.
It's an awful big turkey.
Oh, it's not that, dear, but I'm sure Mr. Gailey has other plans.
No, he hasn't. Have you?
Well, as a matter of fact, to be truthful and completely realistic with the child, I must say I haven't.
Please, Mother, please. Didn't I ask her all right, Mr. Gailey?
Well, that all depends.
Dinner's at 3 o'clock.
Susan, you asked just right.
Before those screaming brats arrive, I want to give you a few pointers on how to be a good Santa Claus.
Go ahead.
Now, here's a list of toys we have to push. You know, things we've overstocked. You'll find that a great many children are undecided as to what they want for Christmas. When this occurs, you immediately suggest...
People used to call lunch dinner and dinner supper. So when she said dinner, she means lunch. And then they would call dinner supper.
Just one of these items, you understand?
I certainly do.
All right, here they come. You get up there and go to work and memorize that list. And remember, be jolly.
My grandparents did that too, and it confused me when I was a kid.
Working for Macy's.
Imagine that. Making a child take something he doesn't want just because he bought too many of the wrong toys. That's what I've been fighting against for years.
And what's that, Pop?
Trying to commercialize Christmas. And a Merry Christmas to you. Now then, what's your name, little boy?
Peter.
And what do you want for Christmas, Peter?
I want a fire engine just like the big ones, only smaller. It's got real hoses and squirts real water. I don't want to do it in the house, only in the backyard, I promise.
Now, Peter, I see you're a very good boy.
What in the world did that child say?
So you'll get your fire engine.
You see, I told you to get me one.
Yes, dear. Well, look, you wait right over there. Mommy wants to thank Santa, too. What do you mean by saying a thing like that? I've been all over town trying to find that kind of a fire engine. Macy doesn't have one. Nobody's got one.
But you can get those fire engines at the Acme Toy Company on West 46th Street. Only $4.50. Wonderful bargain. Oh, I follow the toy market pretty closely.
Macy's sending other people to other stores?
Well, the important thing is to keep the children happy. Whether Macy's or somebody else sell the toy, it doesn't matter, does it? Don't you feel that way?
Me? Sure, but I didn't think Macy's did. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Stone Corbell says, I want a fire truck just like the big ones. Kids.
Oh, yes, we have skates. Nice, shiny skates, and they're very good indeed. But I don't think they're the kind of skates you want. Now, they have really wonderful skates at Gimbals.
Gimbals?
The sales lady said I was to speak to you. You the head of the toy department.
Yes, ma'am, yes.
Well, look, I want to congratulate you on Macy's and this new stunt you're doing, sending people to other stores. To think that a big store like this puts the spirit of Christmas before the commercial. I haven't done much shopping here before, but from now on, I'm a regular Macy customer.
Gimbals?
Don't commercialize Christmas, but also Santa will tell you exactly where to get the physical material object your child wants you to buy them for Christmas.
And when you come to see me at Macy's, I shall tell you all about the wonderful toys.
This seems awful silly, Mr. Gailey.
Well, maybe you'll feel differently after you've talked to Santa Claus.
Goodbye, and Merry Christmas. Now, there. What's your name, little girl?
Susan Walker, what's your name?
Mine, Chris Kringle. I'm Santa Claus. You don't believe that, do you?
The store guy was the villain in the Dr. Seuss live-action movie, The 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T. I need to watch that again. I haven't seen that since I was a kid. I remember it being so weird. Weren't there, like, hats with hands on them or something in that, or something similar.
My mother is Mrs. Walker, the lady who hired you. But I must say, you're the best looking one I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Your whiskers don't have those things that go over your ears.
That's because they're real, just like I'm really Santa Claus. Go on, pull them. Go on, go ahead, pull.
Child is incapable of understanding other people than Santa can have white beards. Santa a socialist? Why do you think he wears all that red?
That's it! And what do you want me to bring you for Christmas?
Nothing, thank you. Whatever I want, my mother will get me. Sensible and doesn't cost too much.
Susan, dear, I think you've taken up enough of this gentleman's time.
Your maid had to go home. Her mother sprained her ankle. She asked me to bring Susan down here for you.
Yes, she phoned.
I thought as long as we were here, we might as well talk to Santa Claus.
He's a nice old man, Mother. And his whiskers are real, too.
Yes, dear. A lot of old men have real whiskers like that. Susan, if you'd like to go over and look at the dolls, I'll be with you in just a minute. I want to talk to Mr. Gailey.
I didn't think there was any harm in saying hello to the old gent. I'm sorry.
Oh, I think there is harm. I tell her Santa Claus is a myth, and you bring her down here to meet a very convincing old gentleman with real whiskers.
What's wrong with that?
By filling her full of fairy tales, she'll grow up to believe life is a fantasy instead of a reality. Keep waiting for Prince Charming to come along, and when he does, he'll be a...
We were talking about Susie, not you.
Whether you agree with me or not, I'll have to ask you to respect my wishes.
You sent for me?
Yes, sit down, won't you?
This is a lovely little girl you have here.
Thank you. Susan's the reason I asked you to drop down. She's a little confused. Would you tell her that you're not really Santa Claus? That there's actually no such person?
I'm sorry to disagree with you, Mrs. Walker, but not only is there such a person, but here I am to prove it.
Oh, no, you don't understand. I want you to tell her the truth. What is your name?
Chris Kringle. I'll bet you're in the first grade.
Second.
No, I mean your real name.
It is my real name. Second grade. Good gracious.
It's a progressive school.
Oh, progressive school. Well, where did you get such a lovely outfit?
Macy's. We get 10% off.
Something I may want to play. What is it? Communist Christmas. Oh, God.
It's Christmas Eve and Santa drops his gifts around the nation. I want some agricultural collectivization. There's nothing stirring in the house, it's quiet all night. Tomorrow, if we're lucky, all the workers will unite, 'cause there's a red star up on the Christmas tree. A hammer for you and a sickle for me. Goodwill to all men, let's celebrate by purging the enemies of the state.
Oh my God.
Tomorrow I will hold you tight and kiss you, my sweet darling. I'll give you chocolate Trotskys and a Christmas candy starling. We'll play with Christmas crackers wearing festive paper hats and hope for dictatorships of some proletariats, 'cause there's a red star up on the Christmas tree. A hammer for you and a sickle for me. Goodwill to all men, let's celebrate by purging the enemies of the state. Lots of fun with Christmas games and larks. We'll read some pop-up books by Engels, Hegel and by Marx. What Christmas cheer we'll have, oh yes, we'll never have a cheerier. And we'll say bourgeois come to work to death out in Siberia. A red star up on the Christmas tree. A hammer for you and a sickle for me. Goodwill to all men, let's celebrate by purging the enemies of the state. Come join the like arpeggio.
Susan, would you go in and talk to Mrs. Adams for a minute?
All right.
Goodbye, young lady. Hope I see you again soon.
I hope so, too. Bye.
Chris Kringle. Address, Brooks Memorial Home for the Aged.
If you care to call them and ask for Dr. Pierce, he'll be happy to confirm it.
Age is old as my tongue and a little bit older than my teeth. Now, really.
Well, that's the truth.
Next of kin, Donna, Blitzen, Prancer.
And Dancer.
I'm sorry, Mr.
This is the remake of Miracle on 34th Street from the 50s. This is the bad one.
Bingo.
Yes, well, I'm afraid we're going to have to make a change. You see, the Santa Claus we had last year is back in town, and, well, I feel I owe it to him to,
Have I done something wrong?
No. Excuse me. Yes, Mr. Mason?
There are two remakes. There's one from the 50s and one from the 90s. The original, I think, was the 30s or the 40s.
He wants to see you.
I don't remember.
Immediately, Mrs. Walker. Oh, yes, right away. You'll have to excuse me. Miss Adams will give you your voucher on the way out, and you'll receive a full week's salary.
Did they not read the application if she's only finding this out now? See, this is a thing that makes more sense in the original movie, because in the original, he was sort of impromptu brought in, like without an official interview or anything, because their official Santa got drunk on the job and they needed a replacement at the moment. So it made more sense from the pacing and plotting of the original, like, oh, this is a guy who's really good at pretending to be Santa, but oh no, we've discovered he now thinks he is Santa. But with this version where he applied for the job, it's like, how did this not come up? Doesn't make sense. It's 5 degrees, chat. It is too cold for life.
Now, about that new sales policy that you two seem to have initiated. It would have been better to clear it with the sales department first, don't you think?
Mr. Macy,
Macy's Santa Claus sending customers to Gimbel's. Preposterous.
What?
Yet, we cannot quarrel with success. Telephone calls, telegrams, over 500 parents expressing their undying gratitude to Macy's. So as a result, I've decided to make this the new sales policy for the entire store. If we haven't got what a customer wants, we'll send him where he can get it. In this way, Macy's will be known as the store with a heart. The store that puts public service ahead of profits. And consequently, of course, we'll make more profits. Well, I just want to express our appreciation and to tell you that in your Christmas envelopes, there'll be a more practical expression of our gratitude.
Thank you, Mr. Macy.
That'll be all. Thank you. Oh, and tell that wonderful Santa Claus of yours that I haven't forgotten him either. No, never mind. I'll tell him myself. In the morning.
Imagine, a bonus.
I fired him.
Who?
Santa Claus?
No.
He's crazy. He thinks he is Santa
There's
Claus.
a lot of bad rear projection in this.
Oh, I don't care if he thinks he's the Easter Bunny. You better get him back.
A lot of the parade scenes were that,
I
too.
tell you, the man's insane.
Maybe just a little bit insane. Mr. Sawyer.
What?
We'll get Sawyer to...
Like, what is the angle on this rear projection? Like, what the perspective doesn't even look like it makes fucking sense.
Damn him. He's a psychologist. That's what he's being paid for.
Whatever, people are gonna watch this on a screen this big that's super blurry. I know it didn't matter at the time.
Examine the employees.
Can't get him back. He's already gone.
Well, then you better scoot after him and get him, because if you don't, we're going to have a very unmerry Christmas.
Oh, Mr. Kringle. I'm afraid I acted rather hastily and perhaps unfairly. This other Santa Claus, well, Mr. Macy has found something else for him to do, and, well, we want you to stay on.
This is mighty good news. You see, Mrs. Walter, for 50 years or so, I've been more and more worried about Christmas. Christmas is not just a day, it's a frame of mind, and that's what they've been changing. Well, I'm glad you're taking me back. Maybe I can do something about it. And I'm glad I met you and your daughter. You're my test case.
We are?
Yes, in a way, you're the whole thing in miniature. And if I win you over, well, there's still hope. If not, I guess I'm through. But I'll try, and I'm warning you, I don't give up easily.
Oh, well, Mr. Kringle, first thing in the morning, could you report to Mr. Sawyer's office for a little examination?
Mental examination?
Well, partly, yes.
Oh, I don't mind. I've taken dozens. Haven't failed one yet. Yeah. How many days in the week? 7. How many things do you see? 4. Muscular coordination? Perfect. Who was vice president under James Monroe? Daniel D. Tompkins. I'll bet your Mr. Sawyer doesn't know that one.
How much is 3 times 5?
You asked me that before.
I'm conducting this examination. How much is 3 times 5?
Same as it was before. 15. You're rather nervous, aren't you, Mr. Sawyer? Do you get enough sleep?
My personal habits are of no concern to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that I hate to see anyone all tied up.
How many fingers do you see?
3. You bite your nails, too?
I want you to stand up straight with your arms extended.
Muscular coordination test. Surely I'll be glad to. You know, very often nervous habits like yours is caused by insecurity. Are you happy at home, Mr. Sawyer?
That will be all, Mr. Kringle. The examination's over. You may go. And it may interest you to know that I've been a happily married man for 26 years.
Oh, I'm delighted to hear it. Bye.
Your wife, Mr. Sawyer?
That's it. Agnes, how many times have I told you not to bother with the office? No, I give you a perfectly liberal allowance. If that fat, stupid brother of yours would get a job, you wouldn't have to be pestering me all the time. Not a penny.
Oh my fucking God.
How long have you known him, Dr. Pierce?
Well, he wandered into the home about 8 months ago. Looked the place over and said, well, it'll do. Just stayed on.
Has he ever told you his real name?
He said he was Chris Kringle. We never pressed him further.
Mrs. Walker, after giving that man a comprehensive examination, it's my considered opinion he should be dismissed immediately.
Dr. Pierce, Mr. Sawyer.
Excuse me, didn't Chris answer the questions correctly?
Well, yes, he did, but there was a complete lack of concentration. There's no doubt about it, he should be placed in a mental institution.
Wait a minute. People are institutionalized to prevent them from hurting themselves or other people. His is a delusion for good. He only wants to be friendly, helpful.
Mrs. Walker, naturally,
Clearly we need to profit off of this man's mental illness.
I cannot discharge this man. So when he begins to exhibit his latent maniacal tendencies, which I assure you he will, the responsibility will be entirely yours.
Dr. Pierce, if there's the slightest possibility of trouble,
Now, what trouble could Chris possibly get into?
No? Well, coming to work, for instance, a policeman might ask him his name. Now, you know that would get him into a fight.
A cab?
That could be avoided easily enough. Find someone here.
Hypothetical cop who is enraged when someone says their name is Chris Kringle. Cupcake Duster with 9 months says, Happy holidays to you. This stream baby's name is going to be Chris Kringle. You win.
Here in the store to rent him a room. Then they could go to and from work together.
Oh, yes, that would solve everything. That's a wonderful idea.
Yes, isn't it? Your son's away at school. What about his room?
Well, I'll talk to Mrs. Shellhammer as soon as I get home. In the meantime, you take Chris home to dinner.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Oh, really, Mrs. Walker? If I can supply the room, the least you can do is furnish a free meal.
What sort of games do you play, Susan?
I don't play much with the children. They play silly games.
Flower Girl 13 with the hats off. What would you like me to wear?
They do.
Like today, they were playing zoo, and all of the children were animals. Homer was supposed to be the zookeeper. He said, "What kind of an animal are you?"
Something flowery.
I said, "I'm not an animal. I'm a girl." He said, "Only animals allowed here. Bye." Bye.
Oh, that's too bad. Sounds like a wonderful game to me. Of course, to play it right, you've got to have imagination. Do you know what imagination is?
That's when you see something and it's really not there.
Well, yes. But I believe imagination is a place by itself. Yeah, you know, like, well, you know the British nation and the French nation. Well, this is imagination. Say, how would you like to make snowballs in the summertime? Or drive a bus down Fifth Avenue, Or be the Statue of Liberty in the morning, and in the afternoon, a flock of geese flying south? Well, the first place, you'd have to learn to pretend. That's imagination. Now, the next time they play zoo, you tell Homer you're a monkey.
But I don't know how to be a monkey.
I'll show you. Now, stand up. First, you bend way over. That's it. Keep your arms loose. Now, then you scratch.
On the contrary, the firm of Hazlitt, Sherman, and Hazlitt has been very good to me. But being an exceptional lawyer, I want to open my own office.
Naturally.
We're having our first lesson in pretending, and we're doing pretty well, too.
We had our nightmares for weeks.
But you'll be having a lot of fun in the daytime.
Nightmares about what? Monkeys?
Oh, Mr. Shellhammer, that's fine. The Shellhammers have a room for you.
That's very kind of them, but I've accepted Mr. Gailey's offer to stay with him.
Mr. Gailey?
I'll get the meat.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Shellhammer, but it seems he's made other arrangements. Yes, well, goodbye.
Well, here we are.
Steak.
No, it's venison. A friend of mine at the office gave it to me.
What's venison?
Oh, deer meat. If you don't like it, I have eggs for you.
Could I have eggs, too? Venison, you know, I couldn't.
Oh, I forgot.
Hydrate.
There must be something you want for Christmas. Something that even your mother doesn't know about. Why don't you give me a chance?
All right.
Good.
That's what I want for Christmas.
A doll's house like this?
No, a real house.
A real house?
If you're really Santa Claus, you can get it for me. And if you can't, just a nice man with a white beard like Mother says.
Well, just because every child doesn't get his wish, that doesn't mean there isn't a Santa Claus.
That's what I thought you'd say.
But what could you possibly want with a house like this?
Live in it with my mother.
You have this lovely apartment.
But I want a backyard and a swing and... She can't get it, huh?
I didn't say that. Well, that's a tall order, but I'll do the best I can. May I keep this?
Mm-hmm.
Good night, Susan.
Good night.
Do you like living in the city?
Oh, it's all right. I'd kind of like to get out in the country sometime, though. Not a big place, just one of those junior partner deals in Manhattan.
I know the kind you mean. One of those colonial houses.
Or Cape Cod.
I've been thinking about Mrs. Walker. You know, like a lot of divorced women, she's determined that no one will ever hurt her again. With a little more effort on your part, she might be made to crawl out of a
Oh
shell.
no, Evil Dead guy. That's a curse, but thank you.
Those two are a couple of lost souls.
I rented that from the video store and I was so disappointed.
I'll take care of Susie if you'll take care of her mother.
It's a deal.
Good.
You ready? Oh, no, you don't. I'm not going to be cheated that way. All my life I've wondered, and now I'm going to find out. I'm going to learn the answer to the question that's troubled the world for centuries. Does Santa Claus sleep with his whiskers inside or out?
Always sleep with them out. Cold air makes them grow.
This is one event I never expected to see.
We're halfway through this thing.
Two can play at this game, Mr. Macy.
This is going to be the quickest trial in the history of trials.
If Hills hadn't got what the customer wants, we'll send him over to Macy's.
It'll be a pleasure, Mr. Gimble.
There they sat, adult but children still, children at heart. It was summer, warm, glorious summer. The end. Did you like that story, Susan?
Mr. Kringle, do you think I'm going to get my house for Christmas?
Well, I can't promise, but we mustn't give up hope. Good night, Susan. Tomorrow evening, I'll read you another story.
I can't. I've got to go to school.
Isn't this vacation?
Yes, but this is what they call a required function.
Required function? The Fillmore Progressive School requests your presence at a special performance of a Christmas play to be given in the modern manner. What does that mean?
A Christmas play without Santa Claus.
Well, a Christmas play without a Santa Claus? The performance will be followed by a short address. Subject, exploding the myth of Santa Claus. The guest speaker will be Mr. Albert Sawyer.
The therapist.
I'm very happy you enjoyed our little play. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce our old friend, Mr. Albert Sawyer.
Parents and young people, it's thrilling indeed to see so many happy, smiling faces. I know you're all looking forward to a joyous Christmas. But as those of you in this intelligent group know, this is going to be a Christmas without Santa Claus. Such a person as Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, or Kris Kringle does not exist. Never has existed and never will exist. This silly old man in his red suit represents the wishful
Oh, is he
dream
gonna do the assault in front of people? That's gonna make it way harder. At least in the other movie, the assault is like kinda not seen by other people.
All people. He's the all-giver, the generous father. Mature adults who keep this myth alive are clinging to childish fantasies and show themselves afraid to face realities. People who play Santa have a strong feeling of guilt. I see nothing to laugh at. Far from being amusing, this myth...
They cut the other character that expressed that, the teenage employee that expressed that in the original. They cut his character, I just noticed.
Far from being amusing. Far from being amusing, this myth is actually harmful. Only stupid old men prancing around in white whiskers keep this ridiculous myth alive. Now he's gone too far.
Oh, shit! For those who haven't seen the first version, he kind of bops him on the head, but it wasn't this.
Myth alive. Now he's gone too far.
Like, this is an actual fucking assault and battery. Like, he actually winds up! Let me show you the original for reference if you haven't seen it. I know he shows the scene in his video.
A weapon realm of Christmas in Christmas, upping the psych's class from being of a free. Complication here, because in New York, if you use a weapon, it is an automatic aggravation from.
There's only one way to handle a man like you. You won't listen to reason. You're heartless. You have no humanity. Are you going to leave? Yes.
So that's like it makes contact, but you know, it's a little boop. It's a fuck you boop. It's not a I actually want to hurt you boop. This is a fucking look at this.
Ridiculous myth alive.
This is ridiculous. Oh my my god! That one looks much better. You'd be correct. That one's actually good.
He became violent because I attacked his delusions, and he'll do it again.
Well, if you ask me, I think we ought to get an outside psychiatrist to examine him.
Then you better do it right away before Mr. Macy hears about it.
Oh, that's right. You explain it to Mr. Kringle. After all, you're his friend.
No, I can't. Well, I've grown very fond of him, and this is going to hurt him deeply. I just can't.
All right, what can we do?
I think I have it. You tell Kringle Mrs. Walker wants him to leave at once in order to have some publicity pictures taken with the mayor. I'll have a car waiting outside, and once we get him in the car, we'll drive him straight off to Bellevue Hospital.
Yes, that'd do it. I'll ride up front with the driver.
Chris.
Hello, Fred.
You flunked that psychiatrist examination deliberately, didn't you?
Why? I had great hopes, Fred. I had a feeling that Mrs. Walker was beginning to believe in me. Now I know she was only humoring me all the time.
Mrs. Walker didn't know anything about taking pictures with the mayor. That was Mr. Sawyer's idea.
It isn't just Mrs. Walker. Take Sawyer. Contemptible, deceitful, dishonest. But he's out there, and I'm here. If that's normal, I don't want it.
But you can't just think of yourself. What happens to you matters to a lot of people. People like me who believe in you and what you stand for. People like Susie who are just beginning to. Chris, you can't let them down.
You're right. Let's get out of here.
Now, wait a minute. You flunked that examination, but good.
Yes. I said our first president was Calvin Coolidge. Oh, but you can fix that. You'll think of something.
Now, take it easy. A judge is going to be asked to sign papers committing you to a mental institution. The only chance would be to prove you legally sane in a public hearing.
Good. I can think of nothing better. Don't you see? That will settle the question once and for all.
Solemnly swear the evidence you are about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Okay, so there's 17 minutes left in the movie for the trial and the conclusion.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Do they go with the original solution in this one? Because I know the 90s remake came up with a new, stupider reason to let him win the case. Is this just going to go with the male one from the original?
Good morning. You may proceed, Mr. District Attorney. My name's Thomas Mara. What's yours? Chris Kringle. Oh. Where do you live? That's what this hearing will decide. It's a very sound answer, Mr. Kringle. Thank you, Your Honor. Tell me, do you really believe that you're Santa Claus? Of course. The state rests, Your Honor. In view of this statement, do you still wish to put in a defense, young man?
I do, Your Honor. I'm fully aware of my client's opinions. In fact, that is the entire case against him. That Mr. Kringle is not sane because he believes himself to be Santa Claus.
An entirely logical assumption, I'm afraid.
Not necessarily, Your Honor. You believe yourself to be Judge Harper, yet no one questions your sanity because you are Judge Harper.
Mr. Kringle is the subject of this hearing, not me.
Exactly. So I intend to prove that Mr. Kringle is Santa Claus.
What does Mr. Hayslip, Sherman, and Hayslip say about the trial?
That I was jeopardizing the dignity of the firm, that I either dropped the case or they dropped me. So, leaving me no choice, I quit.
Oh, Fred, you didn't.
Well, I can't let Chris down. He needs me and all the rest of us need him.
Darling, he's a kind kind, wonderful old man, but... Well, you can't throw away your career because of sentiment.
I'm not throwing a career away. I'll get by. I'm a darn good lawyer. This doesn't shake your faith in me, does it?
This is a question of common sense, not faith.
Faith is believing in things when common sense tells you not to. I wish you could let yourself believe in people like Chris, and in fun, and love, and joy, and all the other intangibles.
Can't pay the rent with intangibles.
And you can't live without them. Why don't you try a little blind faith, darling? String along with me. I think I've got a right to ask that.
I think I have the right to ask you to be a little bit more practical and realistic.
Yeah, I suppose you have. It's all cockeyed. Here we are, as close as two people can possibly be, and yet there's a loneliness about it.
I've tried my best.
I know you have, darling, and so have I. But we're going to need a lot more than each other's arms. And somehow I just don't think we've got it.
Funny. With all my common sense, I was just beginning to think this time it might work out.
So was I, but... Can I help you trim the tree?
Thanks, I can do it.
Well, good night.
Good night.
Your name, sir?
R.H. Macy.
Do you recognize this man?
Yes, he's an employee of mine, Chris Kringle.
Do you believe him to be of sound mind?
I certainly do.
Mr. Macy, you're under oath. Do you really believe that this man is Santa Claus?
Do you?
I do.
That is all.
You are fired.
Your Honor, there is no such person as Santa Claus, and everybody knows it. I ask that the court make an immediate ruling. Is there or is there not a Santa Claus?
Oh, are they going to actually bring up that he's running for office? I thought they were going to cut that part of the movie entirely. Jesus Christ, there's like 10 minutes left.
I don't care about the law, I'm talking about politics. You go back in there and rule that there's no Santa Claus, we won't be even able to put you in the primaries.
Charlie. I'm a responsible judge. How can I seriously rule that there is a Santa Claus?
All right, go back in there and rule there isn't. The kids read about it, so they don't hang up their stockings. So what happens to all the toys that are supposed to be in them stockings? Nobody buys them. Oh, the toy manufacturers are gonna love that. What about the Christmas card makers, the candy companies? Oh, boy, are you gonna be a popular guy. And what about the Santa...
This movie has a very confused message. Because Santa is like, commercialism bad. But the incentives of commercialism and capitalism and the selfishness of Mr. Macy and this judge are the only reasons he really gets away with being Santa? You know what I mean? Like, their commercial concerns get him off.
Army. They got a Santa Claus on every corner. Henry, I'm telling you, if you go back in there and rule that there's no...
Oh, I know that's part of the original too. It's just weird. It's weirdly, thematically, like, discongruent.
Boys, you can count on getting just 2 votes. Your own and that district attorney's out there.
One. District Attorney's Republican.
The court will rise.
This court has just consulted the highest authority available. The traditions of American justice demand a broad and unprejudiced view of such a controversial matter. And therefore, this court is determined to keep an open mind and hear the evidence from either side.
But can my opponent produce any evidence in support of this contention?
Your Honor, I can. Will Thomas Mara take the stand?
Who, me?
Thomas Mara, Jr.
Thomas Mara.
Yeah, you gotta leave this bit in. This is one of the best bits from the original movie.
Tommy, you know the difference between telling the truth and telling a lie, don't you?
Everybody knows you shouldn't tell a lie, especially in court.
Do you believe in Santa Claus?
Sure I do.
And what does he look like?
There he is, sitting over there.
I object, Your Honor.
Overruled. Tommy, why are you so sure there's a Santa Claus?
Because Daddy told me so. Didn't you, Daddy?
And you believe your daddy, don't you?
Sure I do. Daddy wouldn't tell me anything that wasn't so.
No, you cannot have surprise witnesses. This isn't how anything works in real life. He can't just bring people up like that. The other side needs a chance to interview and talk to the witnesses.
Did you, Daddy?
Thank you, Tommy.
Bye, Daddy.
The state of New York is willing to concede the existence of a Santa Claus. But I ask that Mr. Gailey produce authoritative evidence that Mr. Kringle is the one and only Santa Claus.
Your point is well taken, Mr. Mara. Mr. Gailey, are you ready to show that Mr. Kringle is Santa Claus? On the basis of competent authority?
Not at this time, Your Honor. I ask for an adjournment until this time tomorrow.
This court stands adjourned till 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
That's all ready. What are you doing?
Writing to Mr. Kringle to tell him I believe in everything he told me. Everything will turn out fine.
Oh, that's nice. He'll like that.
Where shall I send it?
Why don't you send it to the county courthouse?
Okay. What did you write, Mother?
I believe in you too, Doris. Go take your bath now. Could you give me the number of the main post office, please?
Hello, dead letter office.
Oh, they're gonna do it!
We got maybe a couple 100,000. Yes, ma'am, we sure would. Hey, lady, that's not a bad idea. Thank you.
It's a concerted... I don't like that it's an actual plan in this one. In the original, it's kind of just like a happenstance of postal workers being fucking lazy. Like, it's not... This is not an edited down version. This is an entirely different version from the 50s. This is a remake that's terrible. All different actors. This is totally different. They're just both in black and white.
Chris, I've got bad news for you. I've tried every way to get some competent authority. I wired the mayor, the governor, everybody.
Susan. And means more to me than all the mayors and governors in the world.
It's all over. He hasn't got a thing. Your Honor, the defense has yet to produce one bit of authoritative proof that this man is really Santa Claus. And in view of the fact that it is Christmas Eve and we're all anxious to get to our homes, I ask that these commitment papers be signed without further delay. Mr. Gailey, have you anything
I have jury duty coming up, by the way, in January.
further to offer?
I should like to submit the following evidence, Your Honor. It concerns an official agency of the United States government. The Post Office Department, one of the world's largest business concerns, did a gross business last year of $1,112,877,174.
Your Honor, I'm sure they're all deeply gratified to know that the Post Office Department is doing nicely, but it hardly has any bearing on this case.
Furthermore, the U.S. postal laws make it a criminal offense to willfully misdirect mail or intentionally deliver it to the wrong party.
Yeah, Your Honor. I'm sure that the state of New York is willing to admit that the Post Office Department is authoritative, prosperous, and efficient.
For the record.
For the record, anything to get on with this case.
Then, Your Honor, I offer these letters in evidence. They're simply addressed to Santa Claus, yet they were each delivered to Mr. Kringle by bona fide employees of the Post Office Department. I offer these as authoritative proof.
Your Honor, 3 letters are hardly authoritative proof.
I have further exhibits, Your Honor, but I hesitate to produce them.
Oh, I'm sure we'd all be glad to see them. Oh, yes, indeed. Put them on my desk.
On your desk?
Yes, yes.
Very well, Your Honor. Every one of these letters is addressed to Santa Claus, and the post office has delivered them to my client. Therefore, the United States government recognizes this man, Kris Kringle, as Santa Claus.
If the United States of America believes this man is Santa Claus, then this court will not dispute it. Case dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor, and a Merry Christmas to you.
And a Merry Christmas to you, Mr. Kringle.
Oh, I got your note. It made me very happy.
Oh, I'm glad, Chris. Won't you come to dinner tonight?
I know. I'm working tonight. You see, it's Christmas Eve.
That was dumb as hell. It's played a lot better in the original movie. It's still sappy and unrealistic, but like, you know, it's a Christmas movie. It's fine.
What's the matter with Susan?
I think she misses Chris.
Don't worry, young lady. Chris is bound to come.
Didn't get my present, Uncle Fred.
Why, darling, you got a lot of presents.
Not the one I wanted. Not the one Mr. Kringle was going to get for me.
What was that?
It doesn't matter. I didn't get it. I knew it wouldn't be here, but I thought I'd get a letter or something about it. Hello?
Hello, Susan. Merry Christmas. Well, it wasn't really a promise. I said I'd do my best.
You couldn't get it because you're not Santa Claus, that's why. Just a nice man with white whiskers like my mother says. I shouldn't have believed you.
Susan. Merry Christmas, Chris.
I'm sorry Susan is disappointed in me.
Oh, she'll be all right. Here's Fred.
Merry Christmas. Where are you?
Out at the home. Fred, we're giving a little party this afternoon. Will you bring Mrs. Walker and Susan out to help us celebrate?
Of course I will.
Now, you turn off the parkway at Seymour. Drive 3 blocks, then turn onto Ashley Drive. You'll see it on the right.
Got it.
Bye.
Susan, I was wrong when I told you not to believe in Mr. Kringle. You must have faith in him.
But he didn't get me that. That doesn't make sense, Mother.
Oh, faith is believing in things even when common sense tells you not to. I mean, even though things don't work out the way you want them to the first time, you still gotta believe in people.
I'll try.
Susan, you shouldn't be running around in other people's houses.
But this is my house, Mommy. The one I asked Mr. Crinkle
Now,
for.
Susan, darling.
It is. I know it is. Oh, you're right, Mommy. If things don't turn out right the first time, you still got to believe. Mr. Crinkle is Santa Claus. He is. I'm going to see my swings.
You told her that? The house seems to be for sale.
I don't know what it. The lead actor looks so much older than like the lead actress. Yours truly, the One Pony says, just literally found out Sarah started an OnlyFans. Jake said on Twitter, there's 100% of seeing him on there too. It's the Christmas gift that keeps on giving. Life's weird, girl. It is. It is. My best friend's penis is gonna be on the internet. What are you gonna do? Show Cobb. Show Cobb.
Can't let it down.
Oh, Fred. Darling, I always believed in you. It's just my ridiculous common sense.
Well, it even makes sense to believe in me now. I take a little old man and legally prove that he's Santa Claus. Now, you know. Oh, no.
Wait, it must have been left by one of the tenants.
Maybe. Maybe I didn't do such a remarkable thing after all.
Wow, that sucked. That is the worst version of that I've seen. Good job, everyone. Hannah OnlyFans went, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I have enough body issues without posting it all over the internet. And no one's allowed to see my boobies but my wife. Oh, that's loud as fuck.
To ruin everyone's...
Oh, wait.
You feel...
I'll keep an eye open. I'm sure we'll...
Play the Power Rangers one? Oh yeah, fuck. This is gonna be such dog shit.
Oh, hello there. I'm just putting the final touches on my Christmas tree before the big day arrives. I feel so happy and excited.
You're gonna be sad about Jason David Frank. The Power Rangers are in this for like 30 seconds at the end, so don't even worry about it.
Christmas this year, although I did...
The best version of the movie, and there's a link.
For Jerry, an extra-dimensional version of Miracle on 34th Street.
2 hours longer? They fixed my only problem with it. Let's get our miracle on.
Oh, would you look at this? New York City. Wow, who would have thought it had so many streets and avenues, too? Oh, gosh. Oh, hey, sir, have you seen any miracles? My little girl, she's sick and she needs a miracle. Oh, my God, look at all these streets. We got 34th Street, the 35th Street, oh, the 36th Street coming, too. Oh, it's a miracle. Oh, we got miracles on 37th Street, 38th. And don't even get me started on the avenues.
I can't believe they cut this.
Oh, there's another miracle at the end of the intersection of 401st Boulevard and 7,000th Street. And that's a miracle per block so far.
Okay, even I am nearing my limit. Summer, do you have any drugs?
Are you serious?
I guess not.
Didn't quite start out that way. In fact, I was really pretty sad this morning. Oh, Zordon, I just can't seem to get into the Christmas spirit.
Cheer up, Alpha. It's Christmas Eve. Although it does seem strangely quiet without the Power Rangers.
But where are they, Zordon?
They have a very important mission this Christmas. They are helping Santa get all the presents ready for the children.
is a big job. Santa can use all the help he can get. There he is, preparing the reindeer for their long trip tonight. I have it. I know how to get the Power Rangers home for Christmas.
Now, Alpha, you said it yourself. They have a big job to do.
I'll just put up decorations like everyone else around the world, then Santa and the Rangers will have to come. Now let's see. I'll need some Christmas lights and tinsel.
But Alpha, you don't have a Christmas tree.
I know, but the rest of my decorations are wonderful. See?
All right, Alpha, you win. Push the red button on the console. Behold, Alpha, my Christmas present to you.
Wow! It's just like magic. The magic. That's what was missing. Oh, Zordon, it's so beautiful. It's just what I wanted. This is perfect. With a real tree and lights, I'm just like everyone else. So now the Power Rangers will have to come.
That's fucking depressing. You're surely the one Pony says a Charlie Brown Christmas alternate ending.
Oh, everything I touch gets ruined.
This is SNL. I can't just play this. I can't play a whole SNL thing. The Rick and Morty thing was bad enough. I'm definitely gonna have to remove that.
Now, Alpha.
Oh, Zordon, I know the Rangers have a lot of work to do, but Christmas just isn't the same if you are all alone. Beauty, oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, you stand in virgin beauty. Your bells are ringing in summer's glow, and do not fade in winter's snow. Oh Christmas tree, you stand in virgin beauty. Oh Christmas tree, you stand in virgin beauty. Oh Christmas tree, you stand in virgin beauty. Your bells are ringing in summer's glow, and
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention for 5 seconds. Where did Alpha get these children? They wanted to put the Power Rangers name on absolutely everything back in the day. Holy shit. I remember renting this from the video store and being disappointed. This is 23 minutes long. We got teleported with the Rangers, then the Rangers left. Okay.
have a lot of work to do, but Christmas just isn't the same if you are all alone.
I know, Alpha. I can't promise the Rangers, but I've made arrangements for you to have some company tonight. Push the green button on the console and get ready for some Christmas magic.
Here we come a-caroling among the leaves so green. Here we come a wandering so very.
It's 20 minutes of this. It's 20 minutes of this.
Coming, children. You really made my Christmas Eve a special one.
Before we go, we have a present for you.
For me? Oh, goody. What is it?
We'll give you a hint. It doesn't need batteries, and it will never wear out. And you can take it wherever you like.
I give up. What is it?
It's love.
Why, that's the perfect Christmas gift. Let's sing one more song together before you go. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and
Make it end. End.
Goodbye. Merry Christmas.
All right.
Sleep quickly so Santa will visit.
To be clear, The doors to the command center exit out into the California desert. But okay. Like, canonically, if you walk out the door to the command center, you're in the middle of nowhere in the fucking desert.
Very Merry Christmas, children.
Alright. Merry Christmas. Hope you find your way home. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Get the fuck out.
Pleasant dreams. Merry Christmas, Susie.
We could have teleported him home?
Goodbye, children.
Fuck that.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, great. Doing great, Alpha.
Thank you, Zordon. This has been the best Christmas ever. Children are what Christmas is all about. I'm really glad I got to share it with them. Ay, ay, ay! The alarm!
We have an incoming teleportation.
Who could it be on Christmas Eve?
There is no need to be alarmed, Alpha. It's the Power Rangers.
Oh, I just knew you would come. Oh, Tommy, Kimberly, Billy, you're here. I'm so happy to see you. But where are the others?
3 are with their families, but they left a special message.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
These are the ones we couldn't get to show up. They're the Stone Canyon crew, too, which implies to me it was a contractual issue because their contracts are different than the other people's contracts. Why do I know this? I know too much about Power Rangers. Yours truly, the One Pony, says I haven't gotten a YouTube strike yet, even though I reacted to that SNL Charlie Brown video and got it blocked. Is there some kind of loophole if you keep your video unlisted until you figure out whether or not it gets copyright claimed, then make it public? Yeah, I always keep my things private until it gets scanned, and then you have the opportunity to remove things without getting a strike.
Everybody. And the others are still at the World Peace Project.
With as busy as you all are, it's wonderful you took the time to visit us.
That's right, and we have to get back as soon as we can.
Yeah, but we couldn't leave you guys here alone for Christmas.
Like, at the end of the day, though, if it gets blocked, it gets blocked. Like, it is what it is. You'll just have to remove that segment.
Thank you, Rangers.
Holidays are the best time to share good wishes with the ones you love.
That's right, Billy. And my Christmas wish for you, Alpha, is that you'll always have a smile on your heart.
Fuck, man!
Nothing.
Oh.
And my Christmas wish for you, Alpha, is that you'll always have a smile on your heart.
Rip.
That the magic of Christmas will stay with you the whole year through. We hope that the new year will bring happiness and harmony to you and your families.
In a safe world, where you'll be free to grow into the best person you can be.
And for all of us, may this be the year we have peace on Earth.
Okay, Alpha, we have to go. Santa's waiting.
That's right, he's got a long trip tonight.
And he'll need all of us to load his sleigh.
We've had a great year together, Rangers. But before you go, we have a special surprise for you.
Wow!
Most impressive.
Wow, now this is what I call Christmas magic.
Merry
Christmas, everybody!
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
They later did many other like Christmas episodes, and they're all much better. They're like normal. They're normal Power Rangers episodes, but they're Christmas episodes, which is what you would expect. This one was just dog shit, and I don't know why.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you wherever you are. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you wherever you are. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you
Just stock footage of the Power Rangers from other episodes? Okay. Hi, Billy. Sorry, the crew's homophobic.
a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry
They genuinely had the same guy play Santa Claus on Power Rangers for quite a while.
Yeah. And it's nice
Oh,
to
see,
know that
this one's a Christmas one that's an actual episode.
underprivileged kids will have a happy place to spend.
I have Tommy too.
Remind us of days long ago.
Everyone. Extra sure this is cool.
Cool.
Yeah, they go to the North Pole and meet Santa. Oh, fuck yeah. Rito.
We could sure use it.
But we're gonna need your help.
Just say the word.
Okay, here's the plan.
Power Rangers, come back here. Take us, keep these elves working. I've got a little problem to take care of. Now you think those Rangers will have someplace to go?
Where only good can win. We have a little package that needs delivery.
I read you, Tommy. I always say it's better to give than to receive.
All right.
Don't anybody celebrate yet. This whole incident has put us way behind schedule. We'll need a miracle to finish the presents on time.
Well, we have one thing on our side. This is the time of miracles.
Guys, I think maybe we can help.
I can't believe this. My plan is ruined. What's the matter with you, you incompetent ninnies? You can't even beat the Power Rangers when they have no power?
Well, I hate to say I told you so!
Then don't. Besides the Power Rangers, the last person I want to hear that from is you. Did I mention I hate this time of year?
Fucking love Lord Zed.
To me, Billy.
Oh my gosh, we gotta go. Thanks to you.
Oh, bulk of Santa. Sorry, Saban is copyright happy, so I don't want to play too much. Rip to Rita indeed. Beverly Hillbillies Christmas at Hooterville? What in the fuck? Here's a Christmas segment from Hoarders. Do you guys see this trailer? This looks so bad. It's the latest terrible take on A Christmas Carol. Oh, MH Darkbeast says, Happy Holidays. Here's a clip from one of the worst Christmas specials. You thought Power Rangers was bad. Oh god, what is this? Oh no! Deck the halls with pepperoni. This is gonna be the fucking Turtles. I wish you a Turtle Christmas. I remember this.
My sons, on the first day of Christmas, the Turtles gave to me a pizza with pepperoni. On the second day of Christmas, the Turtles gave to me 2 comic books and a pizza with pepperoni. On the third day of Christmas, the Turtles gave to me 3 skateboards, 2 comic books, and a pizza with pepperoni.
Where was the thing I was gonna put? Oh, the trailer for the terrible take on A Christmas Carol.
I wish you a
You'll get it.
I wish you a Merry Christmas.
Okay, this is a residential street. Shut down this illegal operation. Scat! Hot chocolate for free.
This expired 4 years ago.
I would like to speak to your manager.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! You scratched my car! Lawsuit pending! Leave me alone!
A Christmas Karen. Do you get it? Like a Christmas Carol?
Christmas bugs me.
Did they think it was too on the nose for her to say bah humbug?
That better be Amazon with the right size jeggings this time.
Hey, Karen. I warn you, you do not want to end up like us. Behold!
Okay!
I'm the ghost of past Christmases.
Christmases yet to come.
Christmas.
Presents!
So the only one that's gonna open that damn door is...
Me.
Hi, I'm Karen.
And your parents left you alone on Christmas Eve.
Karen, can you not see what you're turning into?
It's better than who you are. Now look what you've done to that little girl.
She smells like an elephant's for JJ.
Booyah! Bet you feel like poop on a platter now, don't you?
You dredged up my past. You show me things in the present that made me feel really depressed.
Have you listened to yourself? Like, really listen to yourself?
Is this the future or just a possible future? I am not the woman that I was. Excuse me. I promise to never ask for a manager ever again.
Merry Christmas, everyone! Even the Muslims, I see you!
I'm Hindu. Happy Day of Christ.
I should watch. It's actually amusing. If it shows up on Amazon or something, maybe I'll watch it. Alright, I think that's it for the day. Calling it a little early, but I'm tired. Tomorrow, it's Christmas Eve. I think what Baha and I are gonna do is I think we're going to play some Grounded on stream, so we will see you tomorrow. It'll just be kind of a casual gameplay stream, and you'll get to see our castle and stuff in the game Grounded, if you want to hang out for a little bit. So that'll be fun. If I don't see you, have an excellent holiday, Christmas, New Year's, whatever you got going on, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever else is happening this time of the year. Same time, probably around, yeah. Why did the raid command not work? There we go. Alright, have a good night, everyone. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatevs. See you guys tomorrow. See you guys then.
Tomorrow, or the next day, or for a few days.